50 points in 27 minutes from Joel Embiid. That's Klay Thompson-like. He had it all going, throwing 12 rebounds against the Magic. And we'll give love to Nikola Jokic momentarily, but I want to start with Embiid first, Michael, and then pivot to Jokic. Embiid, I'm glad he said I could be Jordan, I could be Shaq, I could be Kobe, because we've really never seen anybody with this skill set at this size. Like, he's not exaggerating. Like, his footwork, his moves, his repertoire is inspired by wing players. He is a wing in an old school center's body. He combines the power and the aggressiveness and the post play, the low post play of some of the game's, past great pivots with the modern game in a way that I don't think anybody else has.
Yes.
And the other thing I'll say about Shaq and Kobe, I think, and because we'll talk about Jokic in a second, I think we'll look back at Joel Embiid's career in much the same way as we look at Shaq and Kobe's career and say, how did they only win one MVP? Or they should have won more MVPs. Like, there's a narrative already around Embiid this year with how he's carrying the Sixers, how he's playing. He's got the numbers and the narrative in spite of missing you-know-who, and how they're in contention in the Eastern Conference based on the strength of his play. He probably won't win MVP this year. He could have been MVP last year.
He could have.
You look back at Shaq's career. You look back at Shaq's career, it's like, damn. You look back at Shaq's career, it's like he got one. Look back at Kobe's career, he's got one. Embiid's gonna be that kind of player, where it's like he didn't win enough. Hopefully, he at least gets one before it's all said and done.
And I'll say that I'll start with what you said on the back end. If Embiid is that kind of player, maybe he can be like Shaq and say, yeah, only won one in the regular season, but look at my Finals MVPs. And I still think that's most important. When you win Finals MVP, I think that is, obviously, you're the champion, and now your team won a championship, and you're the best player in the game for that night. Over the summer, you're considered the best player in basketball.
There's a different kind of prestige to it. Yeah.
Until the season restarts. But Joel Embiid, I just enjoy watching him play, Mike. And I remember, just like it was yesterday, I remember right before his draft class. So that draft, and he was at Kansas, and he was a rising prospect. Oh, he's got so much potential. He's not even close to what he's going to be. And then that's when they discovered the serious foot injury. And they said, this guy, his draft stock, he may fall out of the top 10. And I was sitting there saying, okay, if he falls out of the top 10, anybody who's drafting him at number 11 or number 12, take him. As a matter of fact, if I'm at number 11 or 12, I want to trade up to 1 so I can take him at 1.
Honestly,
I just really, I
always trusted the process.
Yes,
I always trusted the process, but the process had a lot of luck.
The
process had a lot of luck involved. Yeah, he definitely was. The process had a lot of luck involved. To be able to get him, because he shouldn't have been there at 3.
It took a lot of patience. I enjoy watching this game, but I'm going to say this really quick because I know we want to get to Joker too. Maybe this causes Daryl Morey. I know we'll talk about it tomorrow or another day. I think Daryl Morey should be paying attention to this and forget about who he said in the Ben Simmons debate. Pay attention to what Joel Embiid is able to do by himself without Ben Simmons for this Philadelphia team. And it kind of reorients you into what kind of player you need to pair with them. This opens it up. I think you can put anybody with them.
Sure. Well,
he needs this.
For some reason, he wants a superstar. Because Morey's paradigm has always been, I gotta acquire stars. When rational people have been like, hey, dog, you can get pieces that better complement him than Ben Simmons.
Yes.
You can get worse players, but better pieces. But Daryl Morey on some other shit right about now.
Exactly.
Speaking of being on some other stuff, Nikola Jokic, a 49-point triple-double, and he got the triple-double on as ridiculous a pass as you will see to win the game, to come back to win the game last night in overtime. 10 triple-double in the season, leads the league in triple-doubles. Oh, but there's more. Player efficiency rating, which I believe he's on pace to be a record at 32.9. Leads the league in that. leads the league in defensive rebound percentage, leads the league in offensive win shares, leads the league in overall win shares, leads the league in win shares per 48 minutes, leads the league in box plus minus, leads the league in offensive box plus minus, leads the league in value over replacement. I mean, he's about to go back to back. He's really about to go back to back as an MVP. Yes, he is.
Is he the favorite? I mean, I would love to see it. I don't
by
think
most metrics he is.
Considered the favorite? But metrics,
now,
yes.
yeah, I think
How
he
about
is.
the voters?
What
do the voters
I don't want to turn into Magic. I don't want to turn into Magic Johnson here and start naming, Steph Curry and Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kevin Durant before he got hurt. Well, Durant got hurt. What Jokic is doing with this team and the numbers that he's putting up, unlike last year where it almost felt like he was reluctantly being voted MVP, I think now it feels like he's got firm grasp on this award, and barring anything unforeseen, he cannot be denied. The numbers he's putting up are just stupid, and it would be idiotic to deny him back-to-back MVPs.
Well, okay.
As great as all these other players have been.
All right. And
I just rattled off these numbers.
I know. That's the passion, though.
Yeah.
But you said idiotic. Now, it wouldn't be idiotic when you see some of these other names. We just talked about
Giannis has been incredible. Embiid's been incredible. Okay, I'm sorry. Idiotic if you are not into numbers. So if analytics and numbers and statistics are too complicated for you and you just want to go with the good old-fashioned eye tests, then okay, you'll give it to Steph Curry. That's intentionally condescending. That's intentionally condescending. I meant it to be condescending, if not worse. I'm saying
you don't win.
Jokic.
You don't win arguments or friends that way.
I ain't looking for friends. I got enough friends. Giannis's numbers are mind-blowing as well. Okay, we just talked about Joel Embiid, but when you look at what Jokic is doing, it's not really much of an argument unless you want to say, well, his team ain't at the top of the conference. His team would be in the lottery if not for him. No team is worse when a player is off the floor than the Nuggets are when Jokic is on the bench.
Man, I think that still should be factored in. That should be factored into like where your team is in the standings. I'm not saying, they would be much better without him, or they wouldn't be a lottery team without him. But come on, if the team wins 60 or 65 games and you got great numbers, factor that in too. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.